Howdy, howdy. We're looking to get rowdy. I'm Bronson with Rhett Gear, and we're out here in Table Mesa, Arizona. We're at the Little Pan staging area, and we're planning on going and hitting Terminator Trail. It is probably the best trail out here for any and every rig. We'll also have all this mapped out on OnX Maps, so that way you can click on it, download it, and come do this on your own. Little Pan staging area is the best place to park and camp while wheeling out of Table Mesa. From Little Pan to Lower Terminator, the trail is 2.1 miles. We'll have links to download this exact map onto your OnXOffroad GPS app for Little Pan staging area, the route to Lower Terminator, and Lower Terminator Trail.
Alright guys, hey, it's Jess with Rhett Gear, and that was the first obstacle on Terminator. That was the left line. Most people take the right line, but there you go.
We have Virgil and C with us today in the Rock Lizard Toyota based buggy, following up the same line I did. Most of this trail has 2 or more lines, from beginner rock crawler all the way up to hardcore rear steer. As you can see, there are 2 rare 2-door dumpsters, I mean Cherokees, going up the main trail. Just kidding, Cherokees are sick. Fun fact, Jess is obsessed with Cherokees. I actually bought one after meeting her, so she thought I was cool. Laugh it up, I think it worked.
Alright ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, welcome to our channel. We like to do some rock crawling. And right now, our buddy Virgil in the 7X Toyota buggy is going to attempt to drive up the crack on Terminator.
So as you guys can see, Terminator is not just for mild rigs, built rigs, it's for every rig. There is stuff out here from the wildest stuff in Arizona to medium stuff in Arizona, so everybody can come out here and play on this trail. This crack here, I only know a handful of people who've ever made it. It is that freaking gnarly. This is Virgil's first time going up it. Due to how the approach on this crack is undercut in every way possible, it makes getting your front tires up near impossible. Virgil tries to get it to climb, but shortly after goes for a wild move, where he crawls up the right side wall and then turns into the crack, hopefully carrying his driver's side front tire over the crack and catching the left side wall. If you can keep that tire up as you back up, catch the wall. I think it'll just drop right in there. That's a long way. Once he's up there, he realizes that move won't work. So he exits right and saves it for another day.
Today wasn't the day for Virgil to make Terminator crack. It's a really difficult line. I don't know how anybody makes it.
This here's the normal line. It comes through here where Colby's walking, and then it comes up here across the top of this rock and comes over and around that crack. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you the buggy line. Here's some old footage of me going up Terminator's crack. I've only seen solid proof of one other person besides myself going up this crack. But today, I'm gonna be going down it. Though going down is not as hard on parts, it seems to be way more sketchy. Instead of feeling for the traction to pull you over, you take it slow until the edge and then you feel for the fallout. As you fall, you're feeling how your buggy is slowly falling off the crack and having to adjust on the fly.
He did that so gracefully. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
As you can see, after my fronts came down, I'm now butted up to the wall with my front driver's side tire. Trying to climb that wall as my rears are coming off the crack could buck me into the crack or throw me on my side. Best thing to do in this situation is to put it in front dig, hold your brakes just enough to stop your rear axle, and front dig turning away from the wall. Then let off your rear brakes and then slowly drive down until your rears come off the crack. So as you can see, there's some serious party lines on here. And I'm ready to line up for the next one. Woo! said, if you're coming to Arizona, this better be the very first trail you do. I don't care what rig you're in, as long as it's modified and as long as you came to crawl, this is the trail for you. Rear steer, moon buggy, Mars Rover, or if you just got a JK that's modified that you drove here and just want to have some fun, this is it. You're gonna catch all the best action here. Just do me a favor, clean up any trash you see on this trail. This trail gets a lot of traffic, it accumulates trash. So pick it up as you go so we can make this the cleanest trail in Arizona.
Here is a perfect perspective on how this trail has such a good range for every type of rock crawler. Virgil is on the wild left line and I'm on the mild right line. This trail is full of mild to wild lines and everything in between. You and your rig can decide what level you want to wheel at, and the best part about a trail like this is once you've outgrown the level that you're at, you can come back and toy with the next level obstacles on a familiar trail.
Woo! We've done that line so many times, but I guarantee you, when you come out here and if you try that line, it's gonna get buck wild. It loves to buck ya. But super fun line. Let's get on with the trail and see what else is on Terminator. I just wanna let you guys know I've been doing this trail for like 10 years. Someone cut a new line. Gotta do it when it's here, right? Woo! You'll run across these cool fun sections where if you want to test your build in any way, they've got these really cool obstacles, and there's almost every level obstacle on this trail. So again, I'm going to say this all the time, but everyone can have fun on this trail, and you can almost bring all your friends, even if they have different style rigs.
Pretty easy so far. He's just crawling it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving his rear a little to help his way crawl up the obstacle.
Nothing too crazy, but it's always fun to play. That's what this trail's about. Everyone gets on it, everyone has a good time.
Turning his rear riser. Keep going passenger, passenger. He's doing a good job. These obstacles aren't that hard, so they're pretty easy.
Park there! Ah, this guy. Well, we found somebody in a pickle, and luckily I got some pickle juice to get him out. All right, how are we looking inside there? We got someone driving?
Yep.
All right, you ready? Yep. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let me put it in 4-wheel drive.
I use this Factor 55 kinetic rope for rock crawling so much for picking people off the trail because it's quick, easy, and fast.
We doubled up the rope.
But you and I will quickly find out that there's no perfect one tool for every job. I give it more than a couple hits, but this sucker was seriously anchored on that rock. Time to get out and reassess the situation.
Get out and actually look at it.
Es poquito.
My rig doesn't weigh a lot.
6,000-pound rig and 2.
Turns out I didn't weigh enough to do anything in this game of tug of war. So we bring out the big gun, the Warren Industries 9.0 RC. I was able to chalk my tires on some rocks to plant my rig enough to let that 9.0 RC do work. And it made easy work out of pulling these guys out, no problem.
Oh, that is freaking severed.
No, bubble gum are good.
How the hell?
All right, Virgil made up a new line out here. So this one over here to The right side of his buggy is shoot the moon, and then it goes up and over and down. He's going up the middle, and if he makes this, he's already named it. Can't name it before you make it, but it'll be officially named if he does it. Split the moon. See, what's rule number 1? Don't pick up the toilet paper. Sometimes we're so used to picking up trash, we just reach over and grab stuff. But you always got to remember rule number 1, don't pick up toilet paper. It's poopy. Right there. Now work that front. Bring it back, bring it back. Go, go, go. Yeah! Woo! You've officially seen the new freaking line called Split the Moon. I didn't think he had that, I'm not gonna lie. That was wild, that was rowdy. Like, I don't know if I could hit that because I've got another extra foot of axle width. If I, man. We just saw one of Virgil's dreams come true. I know he's been looking at this line forever. The dreams.
That's cool. Split the moon. Split the moon. Light up the crack.
Freaking legit.
I'm a bit concerned due to being over a foot wider than Virgil. Reason being is he was narrow enough to get his driver's rear inside of a notch to grab traction, without the rear passenger falling off into a monster crack. You know what we say, you don't know if you don't try, at least put tires on it.
That line was super interesting because it seemed like being wide, I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get it because he's significantly wider than Virgil's rig, but he caught it just last moment and got it up there. That was wild.
I thought that was only going to be a skinny rig line.
Dude, I thought so
It was
too.
nice.
The way
You hooked it pretty good.
You had zero traction when you went left, which was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
if
you're-
it's
because the
must have been
weight
my
and
rear
your-
must have been bit, not biting the outside
Yeah,
of that.
it was getting all the traction on the side of your
on
tire.
the inner sidewall and
on the other side,
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, it grabbed a bunch of traction. I was like, oh shit.
I could feel it. I was sitting there playing. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then on your front, it looks like when you're right at the peak, you could kind of turn right more and hang it off and grab over the top and then turn back.
We are at the end of Lower Terminator, the main trail in this canyon. You can keep going up, but the best stuff is in Lower Terminator. The best part about the end of this trail is it's just like being in a big obstacle playground. So we start buggy goofing and Virgil hands me over his buggy and I throw him in mine just to see what happens. Then that's when it happens. We notice a Cherokee with a ladder on its roof.
I want to know why he's got a ladder.
That's what we all keep saying. Virgil said it when he came in. He just said it right now.
Why does he have a ladder? If you know why he has a ladder, please educate us in the comments below. I'm unfamiliar with the ladder.
Never seen that used out here before.
Yeah, how do you use that on the rocks, please?
I'll let you have.
What are you doing?
I don't know. My buddy said to drive his rig, and I was like, okay,
Okay.
get in mine.
You feel pretty good. It's looking all right. Yeah. Phew. There's more squirrels. This one has more squirrels in it, Virgil.
Whoa, this thing purrs all day.
Just like how Virgil and my rig's completely opposites in size and width, it turns out that we are too. Virgil's got a really long torso and I've got long legs. So he looks so much taller than I do in my own buggy, and I look super short in his. Not only that, our rear steers are oriented differently and completely different power plants. I had no idea driving a different buggy would be so freaking weird.
This is so weird.
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
What's he doing on up there?
He said he feels like Bowser.
Like what?
Like Bowser in Mario Kart.
Oh.
Because
I don't know
he's
why
so
he's
big.
going so far wide. He's got little skinny tires. He could go right through there.
Because he don't know.
He's sitting all low.
Turns out it doesn't take very long to figure out someone else's buggy. It's actually a ton of fun. Major differences I noticed is how much easier it was to fit in some things, and how you feel much safer due to being further down in the crack. Even though it's not that much of a difference, it feels like a ton.
Your turn.
You made it look easy on my bike. I've never even gone that way. I always go underneath.
Well, you can go that way now.
Which way did you go, Jess?
Did I go?
Yeah, you went up this. Did you go underneath or over that rock? Like you did?
I think I went the same way he did.
I got lucky. I took Virgil's rig down the same line that I would take in my rig, and it worked out pretty all right. Virgil goes for the same line that he would normally take, and then finds out how wide my rig really is, and gets all kinds of sideways.
All right then.
All right then. Over. So I keep trying to grab my rear steer. Gotta climb that right wall with mine. Back up. I think you're too high on the. Oh.
I don't like
You're
it.
too high. I don't know what to do now.
Front dig driver.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Go rear, reverse. Straighten it out.
How are you feeling about this?
Good. It's just, dude, it's tough to drive with a big butt. I'm telling you. A little driver in the rear. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, man.
So Bronson. Oh man.
You're a wild one, Virgil.
Why does it feel like it's super high up?
Now you know how I feel all the time. Dude, we'll go through a crack and he'll sit almost a half a buggy length down in there. I was convinced he was in a pickle there. I was like, oh.
Almost wrecked your bug.
And we finished the trail, we swapped buggies, we did all kinds of stuff. This is what Terminator's about. It's just fun to do all kinds of stuff. It houses pretty much any style of wheeling. Oh my gosh. And it's just a good time. So if you're gonna come to Arizona, this is the trail. Links are gonna be in the description on OnX Maps. I'm trying not to fall. But yeah, to prove that point, look, Jess is just gonna come up here and kill this line. This is a pretty gnarly line. But you can go gnarly, you can go light. This trail just lets you do whatever you want. Full turn all the way. What should people do if they want to see you drive more?
Like and subscribe. Woo!
What do you guys
Go
think of
ahead.
Terminator Trail?
Oh my God, those it is money.
Fun for everybody?
Everyone.
What do you think of Terminator Trail? Pretty all right?
It is awesome.
Good for the buggies, good for the built Jeeps, good for everybody?
Not for the drive shafts.
It can kill drive shafts. Yes, we saw that. But yeah, there we go. I don't know about that business was switching buggies, but it was awkward.
Sponsored in part by Birdie Life Race Wheels, BFGoodrich Tires, Warren Industries, KC HiLites, and Axel Off-Road Helmets.